very effective performance tonight. I mean, you were certainly dominant, but not as entertaining, I guess, as you'd probably like to be. Just give us your thoughts overall on how things played out this evening.
Yeah, I apologize for that. You know, was not the way that I like to fight, not the way that I like to finish my fights, but you know, I had to deal with little situation back in the camp, and I have to play smarter this fight, man. Come out of the loss like with Anthony Johnson and adjust my game a little bit. But yes, I understand that I have to step up in my game and work on that speed and boxing. And if I wanna have to fight, you know, the top 5 contenders like Cormier, Johnson, and Jones, they have to step up my game for sure.
And when you said you had to make adjustments, I mean, were the takedowns, I mean, did you kind of come in tonight knowing that wrestling was going to be your strategy, basically?
Yeah, I work a lot of my wrestling. You know, even before Johnson fight, that was you know, the game plan. Work him in the wrestling, and I've been working a lot of my wrestling, my jiu-jitsu. It's very good. I need to maybe go down with Jacaré and work some finish with them. I have very good confidence in my jiu-jitsu, but I need to work on more finishes. And in my boxing, I just sometimes I load up too much. I know I have the power, and I know I look so much for that one punch knockout, and maybe that's what you know, I know I'm gonna catch the guy, I'm gonna knock him out, but I just gotta patient and throw fast combinations.
Hey, Glover, last thing for me, can you detail when the injury happened? I mean, you said it was kind of rupturing an old injury, but I mean, when did it happen? Did you think about pulling out, and how long are you going to be out, do you think, in getting healthy?
You know, it's always like in the first day, you give it a day or two to, you know, to call in and see what's going on. I mean, I wasn't going to risk it if it was a bad injury, but like, you know, it was like I felt my labor a little bit, and because it was an old injury, that's why it got me worried a little bit. And yeah, it was kind of like affecting my boxing a little bit for the last 2 weeks, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think this week that I take it off is much better. So I think we'll heals up and they own, like, if I take a couple weeks off, I'll be okay. You know, if not, you know, of course I gotta fix that, but hopefully it'll be okay.
Thanks, Glover. And if I could just quickly for Jacaré, congratulations, of course, on another impressive victory tonight. What do you do next? We don't know when Bisping and Yoel Romero are going to fight. Do you wait for that, or do you feel like there's any way maybe you could even slip in and challenge for the title?
Eu quero lutar com um campeão, mas se for para esperar muito tempo, eu prefiro fazer mais uma luta, porque eu não nasci para ficar esperando os outros, não, nasci para fazer acontecer.
I want to fight the champion. If it's going to take a while, I might take another fight because I don't want to sit around. I was not born to be sit around, so I might take a fight if it's going to take too long to get a title shot.
Quick question for Jacaré. Tim Boetsch has now been submitted by Kimura 3 times. Was that a move you were specifically looking for because he's submitted to that a bunch of times already? Or was that just something that came natural and the fight progressed?
O time fosse finalizado 3 vezes na Kimura, foi uma posição que você estudou e trabalhou ou aconteceu durante a luta?
A posição aconteceu durante a luta, tanto é que eu desisti de uma montada para ir para a Kimura, mas o Tim tem brecha no jogo dele no chão, muitas, e ele cai também de katagatame, né? São 2 posições que eu acharia que ele poderia cair, o katagatame ou a Kimura.
Was a position that happened through the fight. I gave away a mount to go to the Kimura, and was one of the positions I got all the time, so it was a good shot for me.
And for Glover, you hit that low single 3 rounds in a row, basically. Was that something that you were looking for in the fight, a specific takedown, or again, just something that came as the fight progressed?
Yeah, you know, it just come the way the fight went, the way he stand more like a boxing stance and stay with the front leg right out there. I mean, I've been working a lot of my wrestling, a lot of different singles and double legs, upper body. You know, I've been working with Steve Marco, one of the best wrestlers in the USA. So, but that point was just like I think it was the easiest way to take him down was with a single. Yeah.
Glover, you mentioned in the octagon that you had to make these changes if you wanted to compete with sort of the Daniel Cormiers and the John Jones. Have you pinpointed sort of what areas you do need in order to take that next step?
Man, I'm very confident that in my skills, the way I train, and I have ups and downs on the training, and I've been adjusting to the training and everything. But like I said before, I have a tremendous confidence on my power and my jiu-jitsu. My wrestling is getting better every day, and it's just a little adjustment that I have to make. Those guys, they're very good. But I'm up there with them. You put me like you see today, even with the minor injury, but coming down to this fight was a little bit nervous because was a lot of pressure because coming from a loss was a quick loss with Anthony Johnson and fight a guy that's not in the top 10. You put a lot in the line, so. You have to play smart, as well. I mean, you don't want to. I mean, I'm the kind of guy that I go and I take the risk, but this fight I have to be smart. And if I fight any of those top guys again, adjustments always gonna come. But my style is to get in there and trying to. I'm not very happy with the performance today. I'm coming. It's like. I have that feeling that I need to finish a fight. I need to finish that fight. I could finish, and I didn't. So
were the nerves still there even when the fight sort of got going? I mean, were you still sort of thinking at all about?
No, I think like I say, go make adjustments and trying to get better. But not very happy with the performance tonight. And my next fight. You guys gonna see me trying to go more for the finish. Like I say, I'm gonna go train a lot of jiu-jitsu, a lot of finishes, and training my boxing because I need to be knocking people out and finish people in the ground as well. That's not my type of game to wrestle people around and tell the truth, it's not even He was hard, he was defending a lot. He was not trying to get out too much of the positions or trying to finish. He was defending a lot, and when guys play defensive like that, it's very hard to finish him, If you play, you have to open up so you can, see the finishes.
And then just for Jacare, with the way the fight went today and, with the uncertainty, given the fence grabbing and all of that, I mean, if you can't get Bisping, would Romero be the number one guy sort of on your list at this point?
Então, de acordo com a luta hoje, como foi a luta hoje, se não derem Bisping, o Romero seria uma opção para você?
Com certeza seria uma opção. É uma luta que eu quero. Eu nunca perdi uma revanche e com o Romero não vai ser diferente. Eu vou provar que eu não perdi aquela luta para ele e que eu perdi para os juízes.
If the fight against Romero happens, I can prove that I never lost a rematch, and it's going to be a great fight for me. I'm going to prove that I didn't lose the first fight, and a rematch will be on my side.
Perdi para os juízes.
I lost to the judges, not to him.